YogiGeorge, live from Ascension platform. Yay! Round of applause.
We have extra light today.
Yes, we look sure on the live. We have extra light on the grid.
This maybe after upgrading the grid is just automatically the lamp becomes
Actually, we
strong.
should have said, did you see any change on the grid? Yes, the glow is
Light.
stronger. This is the heat of unconditional
Light
love.
stronger.
Yes, greetings and good evening all. This is the talk and the introduction and the upgrade before the Monday Heart Resonance session. Today we have a nice plan. Actually, George has a nice plan for tonight. He updated me like 20 minutes ago. I was like, oh, by the way, what are we going to do tonight? What is the energy for tonight? So today we are going to
Access the oversoul family
only.
and work with them. I will explain it in details before we start the session.
Yeah.
I don't think I will explain it on Facebook. If you would like to hear it, you can attend the full live stream or join us in the course or here in the villa.
So if you'd like to join the session tonight, you have I've got strong echo in my mic. You have the link just above the video in the text. You can register, pay, you receive the password, and you join the online platform.
Yes.
So what I was saying before we go live, so we have started the level 1 grid programmer training yesterday. So we are 37 with ourselves, which is an amazing confirmation.
Practitioner of light keepers.
Yes. So an amazing confirmation. This is the energy was extremely strong, extremely potent. We were saying that we don't know where the 3 weeks will bring us all, and will bring the collective as well. We witnessed a lot of energies and magnetic impulse and waves last week, and we had confirmation from a couple of friends as well that felt it. So whether it was a collective wave, whether it was the pole shifting on Earth, whether it was solar flares from the sun, or cosmic alignments, or the session that we did, or everything in between, and everything together, we don't know, but it was very strong this week, and it feels like we have reached a mass level, and or anchored some frequencies on Earth that reached a mass level to go to the next step, and it felt like there's new possibilities, new opportunities that are now accessible and available to us. So it felt that way, at least for us this week, so I think for many of you as well, and for a couple of our friends too. So this is very exciting, and
also mention along the sign I received today in the parking. So
I posted online
we posted online.
We never like really pay attention to that.
We don't follow the repeated digit, but generally repeated digit is how the universe trying to communicate to give a sign.
So we don't usually have it when we do parking. It's more like on the phone, numbers on the numbers in any tabs, phones, things, amounts, payable amounts, received amounts. But parking was actually surprising.
That was very nice, yeah.
So
I was going to park and I was like 4, 4, 4, 4. That's a good sign.
So,
because we were concentrating when we done the manifestation on the group to have 44 pillar of light.
Yeah.
So we did not achieve the 44 yet. In the Facebook group we have 44 registered, but the group was participating, we reached only the 35 pillar of light. And then Rob was mentioning to us, guys, I think you achieved the critical mass because wave of energy was happening. And today I saw the 44 again. It's like the universe telling me, even if you did not have a physical 44, you have achieved the 44 critical mass. So the expansion that we wanted to achieve from the universe point of view reached there.
So round of applause and bravo. What else? Yes, we feel like very excited. This week will be a bit lighter in the house. I think it's been one of the first times since a long while. So only the Monday session. There is no Wednesday. There is no course. But everything will be online. So we meet on Wednesday and we meet again this weekend.
Well, this week it will be full, not in the house online.
Yeah.
It will be Wednesday and we have Friday and Saturday.
but the house will breathe a little bit in that sense. So it feels like we are also evolving, and that there's a resting period for a couple of weeks in the summer before we start again after the summer, so August, end of August, September, and so on. So we are already in the wave that is like we are building and that we will harvest in a couple of months. So end of August, for those who haven't attended the Ascension Pathway course with quantum physics, heart resonance, third eye system, psyche development, connections, higher self, and consciousness expansion through the different gates opening.
Exactly. If you want to understand anything about this,
Or this.
Or
deeper about yourself.
I have a couple of pictures also.
Yeah.
Or this.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
This.
Or this also. It's very
So
nice.
those pictures, for most of you in the room, you have seen them many times
Yes.
in the last couple of weeks.
But keep talking
more,
about them, yes.
the more we see them, the more we feel them, the more they are embedded in our
part of
memory. So they become part of you. It's like sportive training, like athletes. If you've done competition in one sport, you know that you repeat the same move thousands of times for amount of hours to perfect the move. I've done competition sports. We've been locked on course for 3 hours in a row repeating the same thing till it becomes in your memory. So it's an automatic response from the environment. The body has automatic response from the environment when needed. So it's same, the more you see it, the more you know that this is how your heart is moving and expanding and creating the magnetic field. So when you close your eyes, you feel it. You feel your heartbeat being the breath of life, being the light of existence, of creation that is expanding in and out and beyond your physical realm, and is always connected to the source.
Yes.
Yeah?
Tonight, we're going to go with the heart resonance to the higher gate, to the oversoul, to the oversoul family.
Higher self and oversoul.
Here.
The 144.
I'll explain it in a bit before we start, and it will be more an energy practice, and it requires a lot of your consciousness to focus and go with me and start sending and receiving and communicating and exchanging love and exchanging wisdom and mutual collaboration. I'm going to focus on this tonight.
Mm. So if you haven't done the level 1 and 2 yet, there will be the course end of August. It feels that we're going to be more than the capacity of this room.
Mm-hmm.
If you have already attended the course, then you can repeat it. And if it's not in the house here, it will be in Soul Arts at Lama's place in business in St.
I feel like business bay.
No, it's not
area.
Business Bay. Lama is Business Bay?
Downtown.
Downtown, thank you. It's like opposite the opera.
Yeah. So I feel we're going to do it there because we'd love to have like bigger space, and even for the people who attended level 1 a bit long time ago, it's good to refresh.
It's like training.
And we will provide you with like very good discounts so you can come, because the information that I share on level 1 about quantum physics, shifting reality, heart resonance, and how to manifest, some of them are really intellectual information, and the mind. I remember Dr. Wizard, she will tell you, she will hear me and then I'm keeping focused because information will go very fast, and it shifts your perception about the physical reality as dense and solid and cannot be changed, because everything can be changed. And I will provide a lot of like angles from science, from quantum physics, from many doctors also done some research, and how you can shift this timeline and understand that reality is a holographic, basically holographic nature that has many timelines, and your frequency always affecting which timeline you're going through and reflect back to you. So we are always in that flow, and some of the explanation will be like very deep, and you have to follow with me till the end, and then you'll be like, oops. Aha moment.
And as you have grown in the last month, 6 months, or even like last weeks, you will have a new understanding of this information. It will come, it will like reawaken something in you, so you can shift your perception about your reality again from a new angle. And that's why like those what you provide here is not only one thing of I've done it and I'm good with it. It's like you can repeat it because each time you have information that will become clear to you and it was not available in the consciousness few months ago.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get it, and then the practice and the attunement or training in it is like leveling up.
Yeah.
You witness from last year till now the condensed energy that is available to us. So imagine that we have a big group for 2 weeks, like it's gonna be an implosion of love. And for the level 3, we're actually planning to do a 3 days retreat at the end of the year in UAE. So if you have, by the way, so Lama is here. If you have, by the way, a good hotel to recommend to do 3 days retreat, please let us know. Yeah, we can be here. Let us know. So that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I want to also comment one more time about level 1. And our aim, sending all the intention, to have 33 people. Some of them are repeating, some of them are new, in Lama Center, Soul Art.
The level 1 in August.
Level 1.
Okay.
Now, one of the points that I'm visualizing and sending this calling is when you guys learn those perception about reality and you start seeing reality differently, you see it like it's not solid and you can affect it through your frequency. We actually upload to the collective consciousness of a humanity that we are awakened. So that upload can affect people around you and can affect the consciousness of the people. And I have a lot of example there about the 100 monkey effect, if you heard about it. So basically, when a group of people expanding their consciousness and understanding something new, and they realize that they can share it to the collective, it become available, the wisdom and the expansion that we acquire during the level 1, it become available to everyone. Of course, the first one who affected by you will be the people around you. You will witness after a while, couple of days, couple of weeks, people around you, your relatives, becoming more aware and more consciously open than before because you have grown up. And the example I can give you, well, it took a couple of times, but it's still an example. Like Raha, for example, I'm not going to mention who in her family. We consider that it's not possible for certain spiritual opening to be practiced, let's say. It changed completely to where a lot of easiness and support started taking place as the consciousness changed and become open because Rahab has changed. Do you see? You understand what I meant? It's clear? So I'm sending the calling. If we are 33 and we go into those levels, I'm going to do transmission, of course, in between, where we concentrate and upload. I will mention it many times. Let's upload right now to the collective. And you'll see it will start rippling in the collective. You go back to your home and your office, people start perceiving differently. They will start interacting with you as a more open awareness because what you have achieved and what you have uploaded to the collective. And I'll explain those also in more details about something called superposition and multi-version of them. So there is a version of them they are more close-minded, and there is version which is normal, let's say, and there is a version where they are very open-minded. What you're doing is you are shifting your frequency, and all the timeline shift to their more version open-minded, and they become more open-minded while they are interacting with you. Alright?
So it's like declaring the state of readiness, and that it's basically a bit like when you do your own practice, when you are on your spiritual path and dedicated and committed, and you have this fierce courage in your heart, then they're like, all right, so it's true, it's authentic, it's committed, we are going to support that soul in her path growth, you know? So the same way that as a group, we declare our readiness as a replica of the collective, like, oh, okay, we are going to support that, and we're going to accompany that growth and infuse it with new energy or new strength or new information or new resources. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Anything else to share?
What else?
I like to repeat things so the brain can register. So next week we have Monday and Wednesday, and then we have the introduction about the essential oil. Melanie is coming. She will introduce about Melanie Oliver. I'm not sure if you had her before. We've been in contact with her through a very dear friend and student as well, Alana Turpen, who is doing a charity work in Dubai. I mean, not only charity work, but she's moving money for charity. Melanie is coming Friday 19th evening. Is 2 hours where she's going to explain the uses of essential oil, how to use it for a chemical-free home, for beauty care, for healing. So she will give a couple of tips so you can understand it, take your first orders, or to implement new oil that will be available through the presentation. And if there is a strong level of interest from September, or maybe like mid of August when we come back from holiday, we're going to have like workshop about how to do your cleaning products toxic free with essential oil, your beauty care. So if it's something that you want to, let us know so we know that there's interest in it, and we can have like 4 hours workshop dedicated on specific topic. So you use essential oil for your growth. Yeah. So it's also like for you to understand how it can be used and why the essential oil is so important in the You Love project. Yeah, because the essence of Mother Nature, of Mother Earth, like the healing essence. So this and then we go for 2 weeks on holiday. So on these 2 weeks, the session will be online. So it will be replay free online, and we will try to do the 8/8. So the 8th of August, we'll try to do it live.
Livestream from
live
France.
stream from France. If internet is our friend. So IT is our friend.
So that's why we have to put it in manifestation list now.
So
we
we
have a
will
lot
be
of
in
manifestation lists.
So we'll be in a great condition to
Internet
have
is so
a good
very
internet connection. Yeah.
So we
and
do
then
the live stream
yeah.
to you guys.
From the chateau?
We maybe from Chateau, or maybe we can do
we'll
it.
be in
We might
Brittany.
go to some area, special area in the nature. Let's see.
We'll be in Brittany Bay at that time.
So
Britain, okay.
no, Brittany. It's
Brittany.
On the seaside, yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the Gulf of Morbihan, which is.
Where the Karnak was close by.
So this place is on one of the main ley lines
So
in
there is
Europe.
Karnak, which is very important
So we're
places.
gonna be there. Yes. So
It's
we're
a
gonna
huge stone. They are very similar to Henge stone basically. They are aligned, Stonehenge, sorry. And then when you enter there, you can start feeling the magnetic taking place between all those stones. It's very powerful.
This place is extremely magnetic in
Karnak.
France.
Scroll.
It's Karnak, so you can Google it online. It's connecting to Stonehenge and connecting to the main ley lines in Europe.
Was it
So
last year we've done the live stream there?
we did a channeling
done
there
channeling
with the
last year.
dragon ley lines.
Dragon ley line and in the
We
same
were like
place.
cocked into it, like
We were sitting there and I was like, we have to do some live
It was
stream. It's
actu-
so powerful.
it was actually
And we went.
our first very strong introduction and connection with dragons on the ley line, because we were on the ley lines. Here we are like synthesizing the ley lines.
We
We
here
are like-
you can say it heart artificial.
It's half artificial ley lines in UAE. I mean, at least in Dubai. So
yeah, heart
we-
artificial connected
yeah.
with the
So we
ley
call
line.
the dragons, we call all the guardians to sustain the grid and the portals
We
here.
have special assignment from Mother Earth to connect us with the ley line in
Yeah.
this area.
But in France, it's already there since
there,
the
it's
beginning of
natural, yeah.
Earth. So when we stepped there, we're like, dragons! It's very magnetic, this place. So as George was saying, is you have the Stonehenge menhir, but you have kilometers of them, lines.
A lot of them.
You have like
Beautiful.
maybe 10 lines, and it's like kilometers of lines. So it's interrupted with civilization and the city, but
But the
you
seal and the
have
energy you can feel
domain of stones I forgot the name, that are everywhere planted in the forest and in the countryside. It's on the seaside, this place, and it's actually a battery that charge and discharge energy. So you have negative and positive stones that is gathering this energy. And I think the peak, like Stonehenge, is the summer solstice that harvests this energy to be infused in the grid. I think it's the fall for this place, or summer as well, I forgot. But it's extremely strong. So when you arrive in this area, so before I had my awakening, I'm like, oh my god, this place is so magnetic, you know. I felt like even the silence is magnetic silence. Even so, it's very busy, but there's like this flat, like this. And it's also a UFO spot apparently, but we haven't seen UFO yet.
We met one of the neighbor. He was talking about. I've seen UFO here. He was so happy to talk to us.
Yeah. So that's this kind of place where we're gonna be, and we hope to do 8/8 live, and we hope to do 8/8 live for the portal.
All right, that's it for today.
Yeah.
Enough announcement and explanation.
Any questions so far?
I would like to hear from you guys. How are you
Yeah.
feeling about after Sunday? Who've done some practice today?
Oh, good.
Bravo.
Oh, wow.
So on the day that the more you start doing the heart resonance, the 15 minutes, you can do your own version, make it shorter, like 5 minutes, for example. Sit there, Mother Earth, love, and connect with everyone. You make your own version when you don't have time. Now, if you have time, of course, do the proper version, but make it a habit. And later on, you start noticing, same what we show you always picture and stuff, it become natural. You go to the mall and you're sending love to everyone, you're holding your space, it becomes like your natural state. And the more you go like this, your astral body and your energy body becomes strong, you are a vortex, then you don't need protection, you're already magnetically powerful energy flowing through you. And then you become enlightened basically. We look up for that. Hopefully soon.
I have to say the heart resonance meditation is very, very, it's just so beautiful, really. I'm listening to it before I sleep and I'm really going into deep sleep. I just love it.
Beautiful.
But it's always like I go into sleep the minute it's finished.
Wow.
But I really like if I'm feeling anxiety, because now there's a lot of shifting happening, there's a lot of stuff going on. And if I feel unsettled inside, I just have to really listen to it. And that's it. It's just, it's amazing. It's like you're hugged by some angel beings and you go to sleep. I just love it.
In level 1, I'll explain exactly what happened. When you start doing that, you are building a frequency of love and harmony around you, and like the atoms, everything around you start reflecting that. I mentioned it many times. Send it and receive it, send it, receive it, and now everything reflecting back to you. So you actually build this frequency in your space. And
I
that's
can feel it, like, I mean, even I have my sister, I can feel like she's calmer, the dogs are calmer, the neighbors, I'm like, wow.
Wow.
Bravo. This is
See your impact on your neighborhood.
Yes.
Wow.
correct. This is exactly what I want to teach. Exactly. So you
My
are
dog
pulsing.
starts to snore.
Yeah, you're pulsing like this, and then you are sending, and they start receiving it, they start feeling it. Like literally. It works on many levels. It works on the electromagnetic, on the physical, because your wave of coherence, there is a study, that's why level 1. The moment you start hearing me, there is a doctors, nothing to do with spirituality. They have measure when your heart in coherence and inner peace, every around you, they feel and receive the electromagnetic wave around you, physically. I'm not talking about energy yet. Then you decide, wow, we should always stay in this coherence. Yes, that's what they're teaching, those doctors. Energy-wise, the frequency and the love felt and explained. And then once this repeated, all your multi-dimensional start carrying this frequency all the time. And it's like, it's shifting reality. You shift your reality, but you have to do it all the time. It's like you are becoming a fountain of this water, of this frequency, and fill up the space, keeping filling up the space, and then everything starts shifting to it. If everyone, let's say, in certain area, all of them concentrating on love and peace, not excitement, super excitement, not super happiness, just calm, coherent, peace, loving, pure presence, simple things, then the resonance will be super big, and then everything around you you'll witness it. Hopefully one day when we do the retreat, the activation retreat, 3 days, when we do in the Christ heart, and if we are in the nature, you can see even the nature reacting to it.
Yeah,
You can see even the bird around us here, how they're reacting.
Wow.
Yeah.
We don't have crows.
Crow, for example, they don't come.
They don't come.
They cannot come.
Once every 3 months.
I have an agreement with them one day. I said, we are coming here, we'll send you love. You want? I said, if you want love, then you cannot kill the bird, you cannot make noises. Up to you. Whenever you want, we are here. And then they stop coming because they don't like it, basically. They like to fight, they like to, you know.
Yeah.
Which is fine, that's their nature, this is what they're teaching. But then I set the space of this frequency. So if they come, also, you can see them. If one of them come, he will come quiet, sit there, and then go. It's brilliant, you have to see it.
What about bats?
We don't
We
have
don't
bats.
have bats. I don't know, I don't have bats
They
here.
don't-
Bats in my area.
Well, generally it depends on, we cannot judge all the species, but generally they have this behavior. They're always fighting, they're always killing each other and stealing. This is their behavior. So this is what they focus on, basically. Not all of them, some of them they will enjoy the certain frequency. But when your frequency in that space, all harmony and unity and easiness, you are putting the frequency state that anyone comes here has to join this frequency, to be welcoming this frequency. And if they don't like it, they don't want to come, basically. It's like similar to in the church, everyone's silent, everyone's praying. And if you want to be angry and you want shouting, you will not go to the church. Well, what you'll do there? Sit there, or everyone's praying, I don't like it. You go out. Very simple. And in the nightclub, or maybe other places than the nightclub, I don't know, you cannot meditate there, right? Very obvious. So you not go there, okay, now it's a good place to meditate. Boom, 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 boom. It's not possible. This is the nature of frequency. Frequency make the environment reflecting what is the frequency based on. So if you are based on frequency of love and harmony, that's what you're going to reflect and attract. If you are all about everyone against me, I'm not going to kill everyone, well, of course you'll meet a lot of people to do that with you. Yeah. So thank you for sharing. It's very beautiful. Yes. Till now, I still do the same 15 minutes. Like we have the 2 hours and so on. We do it, but we now want something short, and or I feel like out of balance. We were discussing. We have to do something. I have to go somewhere that's too much. Or I'll do my practice first. I go online, and then imagine someone dropping that packet, for example, without me going, and something will happen. And then I go, okay, I'm ready. And then pop. Last time what happened, we needed a document from France. So I'll give you an example. Okay, ready? For the
He's
visa.
he's gonna take all the credit for that.
Well, that's what happened in my reality. From my perspective, I've done that. Now someone else done something else, of course. I'm not saying when you do your part, there is no other people helping you, but you've done your part. That's why you allowed in your reality the help to be happened, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So she was like,
No,
send
no,
an
we want to
email,
hear your version after.
and then you'll hear version of Mathilde. Yes. So they called me. They need extra document for the visa. We need this document and we have to get it. So we cannot do it here because we are married in France, right? So Mathilde, she has to send an email, of course, to the France embassy and request it. The person does that is in vacation till Monday, all right? And we were on Thursday, so we will lose the whole
Wednesday.
thing, you know.
Yeah.
Wednesday, yeah. So she sent an email and said, she's not here, she's till Monday. Let me do my practice. I went, and by the way, I'm not getting this credit, but sometimes I do it for you guys. And you have to do it for each other also. I'm not saying that I'm the only one going to do it. I'm going to teach you this in the level 1, right? So sometimes someone will ask me and say, okay, I will add you to my morning practice. And you can do this to others also. So I went to a practice. I've done the normal heart resonance 15 minutes. At the end, when my energy completely expanded and all the love and the harmony sent and received, now the time, the frequency fully set on harmony and love. I sent it to that lady in France. And imagine her somehow getting the paper ready, maybe on Sunday, maybe she will come earlier, please, something like this. That's it. I've sent that visualization, and I send it to the embassy that they are waiting for us. You know, all the nice visualizations, and they love, thank you for doing this, high space, highest harmony for all. I always add this for them, and I don't want to force them. I want their best. If it's aligned, if there is a potential of aligning the highest best from their side, from our side, then that's the best timeline. Okay? I finished, I think half an hour. Mathilde, I was out. She said me, we received the letter. Was it half an hour or less or more?
Yeah, something like this.
Yeah. So, like literally, I went, I said, okay, I'm going out, I've done my part. I went, we have to wait till one day basically. And on the way, Mathilde, we received it. Can you go now to drop it? So I received the email, drive, drop it, came back. Done.
Have a baby.
Yeah, this is not because.
So what really happened?
Okay, let's
Yeah. So from my side, no, but this is actually what happened.
From my side, this is literally what's happened. Now,
Yeah.
from your side, you've done something else. I don't know.
Yeah. So the thing is, having worked in India and with all the administrative thing, and especially in the field that I was working in, the administrative process was such a headache that it was a pain, really a pain. So each time it comes to administrative stuff, I get a bit stressed. And when it doesn't go my way, I'm like resisting it.
And I do massage here.
So what happened is, I sent the email, it's like I'm on holiday, she's on holiday, the person at the Mary, like civil council, she's on holiday, and till Monday, so I'm like, okay, can we do something? So I asked my parents to connect with them, and I said, no, it's not possible. I said, okay, fine. So I dropped it. I'm like, it's like this, it's fine, I know it will happen for the highest best for all, and for us, there's a reason. And so I dropped it. I stopped paying attention to it, like literally a few hours later. And like, it's gonna come, when it's gonna come, I trust that everything is a perfect divine order and timing. And so I just send a message to my mom, saying like, Mom, just check out again with them if there's an alternative way to get the paper. And I dropped it here. And in the morning, the morning after, I was like, yeah, we can do it. We found someone to do it, and okay, perfect, thank you. It was sent in an hour and dropped in the same day. So my work was, I dropped my expectation and the attachment of that situation.
Or
Yeah.
her previous experience, judgment of the previous experience on the situation, that it's headache, I have to do something, it's too much. She relaxed into it. So okay, that's fine. I'll do a small part without me getting angry and upset about my previous experience in India, basically.
Because my vision for that is for the 5 year Schengen visa. My vision for that is already working on the 5 years visa, and it's happening, it's already there. So the step in between, I didn't pay attention because it's anyway happening. You see? I repeat?
It makes sense.
You said 5 years?
Wow.
5 years Schengen visa?
Yeah.
It's lasting for 4
You
years.
actually got 5 years?
Not yet.
No, not
we
yet,
just
but we are manifesting it.
Okay.
They
So-
ask for the paper.
I am focusing on this manifestation, whatever
Well, we
step
get it,
in
don't worry,
between.
it's not big deal.
Whatever step in between, and if you don't get it, no, we are having it. But every step, any step in between, it's aligned with the results that I'm envisioning and manifesting. So whatever happens,
another thing is also, while you're doing the meditation, because of the, actually I created the meditation, and I've been doing it for as long as I remember. The things where in the meditation, if you remember, there is many steps and many elements reminding you they are not alone. You're reminding you. I start with this longer than the meditation, because I release your own judgment and your own limitation that you're carrying, and when you release it and you build up the love and you connect with the higher realms and divine, and I always say level 1, level 2, if you know, all those steps are carefully being placed, so you build up the energy, and then your mind with all the limitation stop on the side, and only your connection, your true essence start building up, and then you build it and you send it to everywhere, and now your frequency is plainly sending love and expecting harmony. So the highest version for both all parties. You are not even saying this is what I want, this is what I no. You're saying the highest best harmony based on love has to come because this is my frequency I'm carrying, and then
And-
automatically will happen.
And I would like to add is our relationship with them that we have established last year for all the paperwork for our wedding was very harmonious because we have put a lot of our love and energy and gratitude to them, not only physically but also energetically, for all the paperwork to be done on time last year. So our bubble with them was already set.
You have to
So
see how many
there was
times
no
I've done-
resistance.
I've
from
done
their
a
part.
lot of practice before we start the preparation.
Yeah, last year it was like
So, one of-
miracles after miracles.
Some of those practice for my own judgment about paper, for our own judgment, for our, let's say, their judgment or their perception about what does it mean marriage and paper. So I relax it all and put only love into the space. So me, I don't judge it. Them, they don't judge it. Then the high space will happen. That's a process. That's building up the energy, basically, the frequency that you are saying to the universe, this is my frequency, please reflect that to me.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
this is
because
an ongoing everyday work and practice and focus and
With all the
love.
work, we don't stop practicing. Today I've done practice almost twice.
Oh, this is the third time?
Now we're doing the
And today we did 3 practice.
Yesterday
all
we've
day
done
almost.
full day. We had
Today we did
friend, full practice, then group,
Another
new
friend.
group, another full practice, and then
session at night.
the session.
So from morning till evening.
And then I was like,
I mean that's what we're doing.
okay,
Anyway.
let's watch some comedy a little bit, just to change the mood.
Alright.
Okay. Alright.
Thank you for all these
Thank you for watching us
questions.
on the Facebook.
If
We'd
you'd like
love
to
to have
join.
you in all the levels 1, 2, 3 and all the training. Connect with us.
Link
love you
is in
guys.
the text and you can follow the session just now.